So, what is the hype about the Olympus Pen F? There's such a craze, such a following about this camera that I had to buy one so I could understand it better. I am Emilie Talpin, I'm an OM System Ambassador in the US. Welcome to the channel and let's talk about this camera. So if you know me or if you don't know me, here it is. Usually, 99% of the time, I shoot with the OM1 Mark II and also with my OM1. Those are my go-to cameras, they're packed with features. I love them. And if I need something smaller, well, then I have the OM5, also packed with features. It is not a pro camera, meaning that some of the features compared to the OM1 Mark II and even the OM1 are lacking, but still you get a lot of great things with the OM5. If that is the only camera you have, then well, lucky you, because this is a great camera. So I've been watching videos about people saying, I sold my Olympus Pen F and I regret it. And the Olympus Pen F was such an amazing camera, and OM System should relaunch this camera. This is the camera that we want. And I thought, really? Like, why? Sure. It looks great. That's one thing where if you're a collector and you are looking for a camera that's a retro camera, I feel like I have a van, I'm traveling. This is kind of a cool camera to take my photos. I feel like I'm back in the old age with film cameras. It's gorgeous. I'm sorry, but this camera is so well made. It's super well built. I actually got this one used thanks to my friends at Hunt's Photos and Videos. And I'm really lucky. They gave me an excellent price. It was already at an excellent price, which I couldn't believe, but I got it at an even better price. So thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Because this camera, so it came out in 2016. It's an older camera, right? So it should not be super expensive. Well, if you look at the used market, because it's been discontinued, so you can't get it anymore. But if you look at the used market, you will find it between $800 US dollars up to, I just find one at $1,500, actually over $1,500. Well, you could get the OM5, which has way more feature than this little Pen F for cheaper. I mean, right now it's gonna cost you under $1,200 to get the OM5. So why? I'm asking you, why would you buy this camera instead of the OM5? And why did I even invest in the Pen F? Well, I told you I really wanted to check it out because there is such a craze. So there must be a reason why people will buy this camera instead of the OM5. And we talk about the look. It is a gorgeous camera. I'm giving you that. But I thought, I'm not gonna like this camera. That's okay. I'll put it back on the market and I'll probably actually make money out of, this camera because I can sell it for way more than what I bought it for. But I am not selling it. I fell in love with this camera. Why? Because it's so small. So right now I put the macro lens on it, but I usually use the Zuiko 12mm. That's usually what I use. It's super small, but I might be looking at other lenses to add. The 12 to 40 I also use on this camera. That's been kind of my go-to lens. Really, I think it's a great pair, but it's a little bigger. What I like about this camera is that it's small, fits in my pocket. The OM5 does fit in my pocket too, but this is really small. And I like that it has a viewfinder. That's one of those cameras. The Pen F has the viewfinder. I really like it. I want a camera with a viewfinder. I'm really used to it. But there is one thing that I love and I wish all my cameras have. It's this little creative button. It is so fun. So you just switch it and you can go from monochrome to colors to art filter, etc. I mean, you can change it. It's like having a little Lightroom accessible by a switch of a button. Absolutely, I love it, especially doing landscape. I was up in Canada and I stayed in black and white, just easy. And then if I thought the scene should really be in color, then I would, switch to the color profile or switch to the normal mode. And the art filters are also just so fun to use. I think there was a video, I think it was a photo of Taylor Swift who was using the OM system art filter. There is a reason why. It just helps your creativity, and I really enjoy actually shooting with the art filter when I'm doing travel photography. So to me, this camera is brilliant, and people won't take you seriously if they see you with this camera. So I feel like I can just shoot photos and nobody's gonna come and ask me tons of questions, or nobody's gonna take me too seriously. There really is something to say about smaller camera. I think it's way easier to shoot with them and to go into places. I've been once into a concert with one of my OM system camera and lenses, and they're like, yeah, it's a teeny tiny camera, you're not gonna get good picture out of it, go on in. So I was able to go in, which was great, and I got some amazing photos. So that's a big plus of having smaller lenses and smaller cameras. But I have to say that after shooting for now, it's been 3 months that I had the Pen F. I really, really enjoy this camera, and I find myself taking it more often, and it's kind of pushing me to do more travel photography when I'm in the van. I'm gonna do more travel with the van as well, and especially street photography. I know a lot of people felt like they've been abandoned because OM system is all about nature. Well, I feel like street photography is nature. You're outside, right? You're walking in the street, so nobody is telling you that you can't use OM system or Olympus camera for street photography. So take advantage of all the things that those cameras have to do excellent street photography. So to me, this camera, I think, is going to push me to do a little bit more street photography and definitely more travel photography, documenting what I'm seeing, not the wildlife, but just a quick camera to take out and take photos. So that has been my experience with the Pen F. I did not feel like I would like it. I also love those buttons. Like, they feel so great. They feel like having a film camera, and I like that experience. It is a specific experience that I might not have with some of the modern cameras. So I really, really enjoy all those buttons and the way they feel. I like that Olympus at the time went back to an old retro look. I think it's kind of a new craze that's going on in the photo world of smaller cameras that are more compact and are really cool to look at, but also have some excellent features. Remember last week we talked about, will a brand new lens make you a better photographer? We talk about being a gray area. Yes, in some cases, but that's not it. If you're not out with your lens and making photos, then, well, you're not gonna, and I say making photos, I should say create photos, then you're not gonna be a better photographer. Well, it's the same with your camera. If I have to take my lens off on my OM1, I might not want to do photos of my trip. I might not even care about street photography, but with this camera, put it in my pocket and here I go, and I'm having fun. And that's what this camera is for. It's just having fun. Maybe not chasing a moose or something, but I am chasing moments downtown. I am chasing moments when I'm on the road, and just, it's been a great experience. So let me know in the comments if you own a Pen F, or if you owned a Pen F and sold it and are regretting it, or you're not regretting it. Let me know. Also, I'm thinking of getting another lens. Maybe the 70mm Pro would be a good lens to have. I want something really small. I think I'm going to do a little bit more of street photography and capturing all the moment when I travel. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. let me know what lens should I buy with this camera. And also, I want to thank you again for all your support. I really, really appreciate it. If you're not a subscriber, well, I mean, it's never too late. Click on the subscribe button, click on the light, and also click on the bell so you know when my videos are coming out. They're coming out every Sunday for you guys. And actually tomorrow I'm also doing a live with some other OM system ambassadors because we are gonna announce what we are doing for the 3-year anniversary of OM system. We are super excited to talk about the summit that we are planning at the end of October. So I will put the link in the description of this video below. If you are interested, just click on it. I will see you on Monday at 7 p.m. New York time. And until then, well, happy shooting with whatever camera you have. I hope you out there, you having fun. I've been out most of the day taking photos. I'm finishing a couple of assignment projects. And I had to deal with a lot of traffic and a lot of leaf peepers. It's been fun just being outside and enjoying the colors that are starting to pop. So thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you next Sunday. Oh, on Monday if you're attending the live. And until then, happy shooting. Au revoir.